Good morning to all traders and welcome on this Friday, the 2nd of October. So the breaking news in the last couple of hours is that Donald Trump's top aide has tested positive for the coronavirus. This has meant the president and his wife have been forced into quarantine whilst they wait on their own test results. Advisor Hope Hicks traveled with Trump on Air Force One to a TV debate in Ohio earlier this week, and she was also pictured getting off the aircraft earlier without a mask in Cleveland. With the next presidential debate on October the 15th, what does this mean for the final stages of the presidential race? This news comes as the House of Democrats recently passed a $2.2 trillion COVID relief bill last night. However, the move puts lawmakers no closer to actually delivering aid such as more generous weekly unemployment payments. On the other side of the pond, the EU seems to have had enough of the UK, as the European Commission President announced it has formally notified the UK over its contentious plan to override the Brexit divorce deal, marking the first step in legal proceedings. The notification came after UK lawmakers approved Prime Minister Boris Johnson's internal market bill earlier this week, despite some ministers admitting the legislation could lead the country to breach international law. So as we've touched on FX majors this week, I want to take you through a couple of FX minors that have caught my eye in the past couple of weeks. So I'm looking at the euro pound, which is quite significant with the EU-UK hostility heating up over the last couple of weeks with a stalemate with the Brexit talks. So since we've had the resurgence of the euro against the pound as the coronavirus got a little bit better, I was looking at a channel, an ascending channel in the last couple of months. So what I'm looking at now, just zoom in a little bit to get a closer perspective. So what I'm looking at now, if I just extend this channel to keep it going, I'm seeing at the moment, with the assistance of the Ichimoku cloud, that we're getting a little bit of support here. So this is what kind of caught my eye in the last couple of days. So we're seeing at the moment it had a break to the upper channel, and then it came to the median regression line, and then we've seen it bounce and find a lot of resistance, many attempts to try and break out of this 91 cent area, and we've fallen down below the channel, and then we took a bit of a downturn. But since then we've taken a little bit of an upturn. If I just put a small fibbo in from the high to the low. So I'm just looking at these areas at the moment. So like I said, we've seen some support. We've got to around the lower 90 area, and now we're pushing up. So what I'm going to be looking at in the next couple of days, later today and into the start of next week, is if we can attempt this lower channel once again, which is around the mid 92, we can easily have another attempt at this area here, which we've seen in the last couple of weeks. So a bounce on this line will take us back down. However, with the cloud giving support to the candlesticks at the moment, I'm fully expecting another attempt up to this area here, which would then push higher. And then we can see if we can attempt the median regression once again at the 94 area, which is a long way off at the moment, but with things going the way they are with the EU-UK talks, it could be a good indication that we could see further upside on the euro-pound pair. So I'll be looking at that in the next couple of days. So I just want to take you through the euro-yen pair as well, because it has a similar structure to the euro-pound, and I can see a little bit of opportunity here. So I'm looking at yearly lows, and again, we've had this kind of channel moving to the upside. So we had a breakout, and then it fell back into this ascending channel, and it's, as you can see, it's been ranging and slowly moving upwards. So again, I just want to zoom in a little bit more to get a bit more of a intraday perspective. So again, we've fallen out of the cloud, and now we are looking to see a bit of an upside. The only difference with the euro pound pair is that this is trading very far away from the cloud. It's actually on the lower end of the cloud, as you can see here. And we're now trading between the Tenkan and Kijun line, indicating a breakout. So this breakout could lead further down to the recent lows that we've seen towards the mid 122 area. If it can break on the upside, we can try and see if it's going to hit this cloud. But unlike the euro pound, it's very far away from this lower channel. So it has a lot of work to do to try and get up. I would sense that most probably we're going to see a bit of resistance around this area, around the 124.70, and then I'll be looking at the rest of the day and into early next week for any potential downside movement. So we're seeing a little bit of support here, but this could also easily break further down. So this was the level that we've seen about 4 months ago. So I'll be looking most probably around this area here, which was the last low. So as we fall down, if it does go through this support, then I'll be fully expecting it to go to the mid 120s. However, I'll be interested to see if it can hold on and hit this cloud and maybe be engulfed. So this is a good indication for the entry point that I'll be making and I'll be looking for later today and early into next week. So that's all from me today. Thank you very much for joining me. And if you have any comments, feel free to post them on the video and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Have a great trading day ahead and have a great weekend ahead. Goodbye for now.